I'm Adam Collins and this is Crick Buzz at Stumps at Canberra's Manuka Oval on the day where it became Australia's 11th Test venue. It was a day where so much emphasis was on breaking the drought. It had been all the way back in Dubai in October, the last time an Australian batsman made a century. The wait had been agonising. 4 Test matches against India, no centurions. Nothing also last week against Sri Lanka at the Gabba. It came down to today, or it would have been the first time since 1887 Australia had gone through an entire home summer without someone raising the bat. But they broke it in style. Joe Burns back into the Test side last week against Sri Lanka. He posted his 4th Test 100. He made another big one. He will resume batting tomorrow, 172. Travis Head, for the first time in Test cricket, reached 3 figures as well. The two men came together when the score was 28 for 3. Australia in a load of trouble early. Marcus Harris playing an ordinary shot to be caught at point. Usman Khawaja following suit, caught in the cordon. Then Marnus Labuschagne getting a very tidy ball from the man on debut, Karunaratne. That left them 28 for 3 and in some strife. But enter Travis Head, who immediately transferred the pressure back onto the inexperienced Sri Lankan attack. Joe Burns did likewise, striking 26 boundaries along the way. They put on 308, which was the 18th biggest partnership in the history of Test cricket for the Australian Test side. It's such a relief for Australian fans that at long last they've found their batting mojo. Gosh, it's been an awfully long time. After play, Joe Burns, who's been in and out of this Australian side. Indeed, 3 summers ago he made 3 tons, including a tour of New Zealand, and we thought we'd found one, but he was jettisoned after a poor tour of Sri Lanka. He's been in and out a couple of times since without really being able to nail down his spot. Finally got his chance last week, finally capitalised here in Canberra, and here he was after play talking about the importance of retaining belief.
Very special, obviously. It's always a nice feeling to make 100 for your country. I guess it's, it will sink in over the coming kind of days and weeks, to be honest, but probably just a message to yourself, really, knowing that when you're out of the team, you just work hard day in, day out, and days like this can just be around the corner if you get stuck in, put performances on the board and just back your processes and go out there and try and execute day in, day out. I try not to think too negatively about the game, that's for sure. I think every player, when you're out of the team, you wonder if the opportunities that you had in the past will be there in the future. And like I said, it's just nice to, get back in the team and put some runs on the board. And you know that when you come across some tough days in the future, it's kind of some confidence to fall back on, knowing that you can do it.
I mentioned off the top the South Australian captain Travis Head also raised 100 for the first time in this, his 7th Test match for Australia. It was an emotional response, raising his helmet to the sky. He was in tears on radio after play, talking about how much it meant, and not just that, but reflecting on the passing of Phil Hughes back in 2014 and how that affected him. It was palpable what a relief it was for him to make that significant contribution today alongside Joe Burns. For the touring side, the one shining bit of light was the bowling of Chamika Karunaratne on debut. He was only in the country for 30 hours before he came on first change today. He picked up the wicket of Labuschagne with his 5th ball in international cricket. Not a bad effort at all. Here he was talking about the quite remarkable week he's had. He's called up from Sri Lanka into the nation's capital here in Australia, into the attack and immediately into the book.
I just came on yesterday, early morning, 12 o'clock. So I think I had 30, 36, 30, 35, around over there, 35 hours like that. But they told me that to get ready, because if Sri Lanka was not playing, then definitely I'm going to play. So till the last moment, and he was he was not fit in the morning, so that's why they told me that I'm playing.
When Head eventually fell to Vishwa Fernando on 161, it brought Curtis Patterson to the middle, who immediately was dropped at short leg. There was a couple of drop catches from the Sri Lankans today, but he powered on. Australia contributed 160 runs in the final session. Patterson tomorrow will resume on 25. Burns will be there on 172, on his way maybe to a Test double ton for the first time. Australia 384 for 4. Very much the day of the home side. At last, as I say, off the the top. They have broken the drought, 2 men passing 150, and a little bit of hope looking forward to 2019 that they may have found a long-term opener in Joe Burns, someone who's been in and out, but he's taken his chance today. And as for Travis Head, what a relief after being backed in all summer to finally crack 3 figures. This is Crick Buzz at Stumps. I'm Adam Collins. I'll talk to you tomorrow from Canberra.